but usually when I use them in videos, they're not very long. Like I said, they're usually only 1-2 seconds max, and so they go by pretty quick, so people aren't usually going to notice too many of the flaws. So if you just get close enough, that's usually good. And you might need to change not only the mask, but Sam's actual position and size and rotation too as the clip goes on, to make him stay lined up with Dean. And then you just keep doing this through the whole clip. And as you go, you might need to take down the amount of feathering you have too, because sometimes it's really hard to make the points so close to Sam that you get rid of the little white edging around his face. But if you get too close, then you can start to see the other picture from behind. And so sometimes you need to take the amount of feathering down so that you can get closer without losing too much of the picture. It's a little bit of a tedious process, but that's okay. And you can judge how often you want to change the mask too. I usually am not as, I don't know, I guess strict. I usually go about 3, 4, maybe even 5 frames at a time before I readjust the frame. You can do it every frame or every couple frames, but when you do that, it starts to get a little bit where as the clip moves, you can see the mask move. So I think it's better to space out the keyframes a little bit. That way the mask kind of flows from one frame to the next, instead of the mask changing every single frame, I mean. That way it's not as jerky if you do it every few frames instead. Okay, and then when you're all done with your frames, you can see that towards the end of the clip, when Sam pulls away, you can see the woman in Dean's clip in the shot.